We have some great opportunities that are hiring right now, with immediate vacancies. Multiple federal police departments are looking for good officers. They are offering generous salaries range between $73,000 to $200,000 a year. An excellent benefits package is offered by each department. The first career opportunity we have is with the United States Capitol Police Department. This position is based in Washington, D.C. For those located in the D.C. area or those that wouldn't mind relocating, this might be a great opportunity for you. The United States Capitol Police safeguards the Congress, members of Congress, employees, visitors, and protects its properties. The salary for police officer starts at a generous $73,852 a year. Some of you may be wondering what the role is of a United States Capitol Police officer. It's a little different from your traditional policing in some ways. They perform a full range of police duties and responsibilities, such as enforcing federal and D.C. laws and regulations. Some duties are the same as traditional policing, such as taking charge of accidents and crime scenes, in which they have to prepare reports and testify in court. Their role also includes performing protective services, safeguarding federally owned buildings and property, and protects equipment and property belonging to the government. The United States Capitol Police has opportunities for competitive promotions to higher ranks, for those looking to advance past the officer rank, and they have an array of specialized units that you can join as well. Your completed application and required documents must be submitted by the closing date of this vacancy announcement to receive further consideration. Candidates may be invited to participate in the initial assessment phase of the USCP hiring process. All facets will be conducted virtually at the location of their choice. This phase consists of an orientation and the police officer selection test. The initial phase measures a candidate's suitability for the position of police officer. It also provides the applicant with an overview of the USCP and its hiring process. The qualifications for the position are in phases that applicants must meet and successfully pass. The initial phase, which consists of the orientation and written exam. Applicants that successfully pass this phase will be issued a conditional offer of employment and will enter the examination phase of the hiring process. The examination phase consists of psychological, medical, and polygraph examinations. This will be a candidate's first required visit to the Washington, D.C. office. This is very important for those who are applying from out of town. Efforts will be made to schedule these examinations consecutively to eliminate return visits to complete the examinations. Candidates will have to take and pass a physical readiness test. The test consists of 3 events, a timed 300-meter run, push-up test, and 1.5-mile run. They don't indicate the number of push-ups required or the time of the run. I know some agencies do it according to your age. If you feel that you may be weak in any of these areas, I suggest you start practicing now. That way you will be prepared for when you are called to take the physical readiness test. Next will be the final phase, a full background investigation. Candidates for this positions must meet the following requirements. Be a U.S. citizen. Be at least 21 years old at the time of appointment and ordinarily not older than 37. However, the max entry age has been increased to 39 years of age at the time of appointment, or 40 years of age if the individual turns 40 in the same month of their initial appointment. Another great thing about this position is, educational requirements are a high school diploma or GED. Valid driver's license. Applicants must pass a comprehensive criminal history check going back 10 years. The United States Capitol Police has a great comprehensive benefits package which includes health insurance, dental insurance, vision care, life and long-term insurance, thrift savings plan, flexible spending accounts, and a retirement plan through the Federal Employees Retirement System. If this position sounds like something that you may be interested in, apply immediately at uscp.gov. The next career opportunity we have is with the Supreme Court of the United States Police Department. The mission of the Supreme Court Police is to protect the Supreme Court, the justices, employees, guests, and visitors. The police officer position is offered with an excellent salary and benefits. Entry-level police officers start at $73,852 a year. The salary go to $81,371 after 30 months of employment. Max salary for an officer is $126,255 a year. The next 2 levels are corporal paying $132,568 a year and sergeant paying $142,336 a year. The benefits offered to their police officers are equally as good as the pay. Officers receive 104 hours of sick leave per year, 13 days of annual leave for the first 3 years of service, 20 days after 3 years of service, and 26 days every year after 15 years of service. Police officers are eligible for premium pay. Night shift differential at 10% of their hourly pay and Sunday premium pay at 25% of their hourly pay, which really can add up, on top of a great yearly salary. The Supreme Court of the United States offers its police officers an excellent retirement plan through the Federal Law Enforcement Retirement System. Officers are also offered a thrift savings plan with the court matching contributions up to 5% of base salary. Educational assistance is available as well, up to $5,000 a year. Additional benefits include health, flex spending accounts, long-term care insurance, and transit subsidy. The qualifications for the police officer position are: an applicant's education/experience must include at least one of the following to be considered: an associate's degree or higher from an accredited institution, or being within 6 months of graduation, a minimum of 1 year of full-time experience as a sworn police officer, a minimum of 3 years of active duty military service, a minimum of 3 years of extensive work history in positions that develop skills and competencies that are transferable to the role of an entry-level enforcement officer. Applicants must have no record of felony convictions, and must not currently be involved in any pending criminal charges. Applicants must be U.S. citizens, at least 21 years of age, but not yet 37 years of age. This position has a mandatory retirement at age 57 after 20 years of service, with possible extension up to 60. Applicants must be licensed to drive for at least 1 year at the time of application and have excellent driving record. They have a few more requirements for police officers. Officers are prohibited from having visible body markings, including, but not limited to, tattoos, body art, facial piercings, gauges, and brandings. Employment is subject to successful completion of a medical exam, drug screening, and psychological exam. Applicants must pass the police or officer selection test and a physical abilities test. Applicants must also successfully complete a comprehensive background investigation. The qualifications for the police officer position are: an applicant's education/experience must include at least one of the following to be considered: an associate's degree or higher from an accredited institution, or being within 6 months of graduation, a minimum of 1 year of full-time experience as a sworn police officer, a minimum of 3 years of active duty military service, a minimum of 3 years of extensive work history in positions that develop skills and competencies that are transferable to the role of an entry-level enforcement officer. Applicants must have no record of felony convictions, and must not currently be involved in any pending criminal charges. Applicants must be U.S. citizens, at least 21 years of age, but not yet 37 years of age. This position has a mandatory retirement at age 57 after 20 years of service, with possible extension up to 60. Applicants must be licensed to drive for at least 1 year at the time of application and have excellent driving record. They have a few more requirements for police officers. Officers are prohibited from having visible body markings, including, but not limited to, tattoos, body art, facial piercings, gauges, and brandings. Employment is subject to successful completion of a medical exam, drug screening, and psychological exam. Applicants must pass the police or officer selection test and a physical abilities test. Applicants must also successfully complete a comprehensive background investigation. The next career opportunity we have is with the United States Mint Police Department. This position is located at U.S. Mint Protection Directorate in San Francisco, California. The U.S. Mint police officer salary starts at $68,930 and goes up to $101,111 a year. The pay scale/grade for this position is a TR 6 to 7. As a U.S. Mint police officer, you will safeguard U.S. assets and artifacts including the nation's precious metal reserves, protects United States Mint employees, visitors, equipment, facilities and other resources, and provide expert security advice and counsel to the U.S. Mint, other governments. Some other key duties as a U.S. Mint police officer: responsible for protecting dies, monetary, and bullion assets in the custody or control of the United States Mint during production, processing, storage, transportation, or other use, property against theft, assault, sabotage, and protecting United States Mint employees and visitors from threats or hazards of physical harm or injury, violence in the workplace, criminal and acts of terrorism. Responsible for the enforcement of federal, state and local laws relating to the protection of human life, including the preservation of the rights of individuals. Control entry and exit, regulate pedestrian and vehicular traffic, prevent accidents, congestion, and parking problems, give warnings, may issue citations for traffic and other appropriate and makes arrests if necessary. Maintain records and prepare reports covering activities and events occurring over the course of a shift. Officers are offered a very generous comprehensive benefits plan. The benefits package includes challenging work, opportunities for advancement, competitive salaries, bonuses and incentive awards. 11 paid holidays, 13 days of sick leave, and 13 to 26 days of vacation time each year. Access to insurance programs that may be continued after you retire. A wide choice of health insurance plans, coverage for pre-existing conditions, and no waiting periods. With a substantial amount, up to 75%, of the health insurance premiums paid for. A retirement program which includes employer matching contributions. You can learn more about federal benefits programs at https://help.usajob.gov/index.php/pay_and_benefits. You must meet the following requirements by the closing date of this announcement. Specialized experience. For the TR6, you must have 1 year of specialized experience at a level of difficulty and responsibility equivalent to the GS-04 grade level in the federal service. Specialized experience for this position includes experience that provided knowledge of a body of basic laws and regulations, law enforcement operations, practices, and techniques and involved responsibility for maintaining order and protecting life and property. Creditable specialized experience may have been gained in work on a police force, through service as a military police officer, in work providing visitor protection and law enforcement in parks, forests, or other natural resource or recreational environments, in performing criminal investigative duties, or in other work that provided the required knowledge and skills. Or, you may substitute education for specialized experience as follows: a 4-year course of study leading to a bachelor's degree in police science or a comparable degree program related to the work of the position. Or, you may qualify by a combination of experience and education. A combination of specialized experience and education in a police science or a comparable degree program related to the work of the position. Successful completion of a federal, state, county, or municipal police academy or comparable training course that included at least 40 classroom hours of instruction in police department procedures and methods, and local law and regulations, may be substituted for a maximum of 3 months of specialized experience. For the TR7, you must have 1 year of specialized experience at a level of difficulty and responsibility equivalent to the TR06/GS05 grade level in the federal service. Specialized experience for this position includes experience that provided application of federal, state or local laws, law enforcement operations, practices and techniques and involved responsibility for maintaining order and protecting life and property. Creditable specialized experience may have been gained in work on a police force, through service as a military police officer, in work providing visitor protection and law enforcement in parks, forests or other natural resource or recreational environments, in performing criminal investigative duties, or in other work that provided the required knowledge and skills. Here are some conditions of employment. This position is designated as emergency essential. The incumbent must be ready and able to deploy as required in support of varied contingencies and under severe and austere conditions. The incumbent may deploy for brief periods during a contingency event. A 1-year probationary period may be required. Candidates must successfully complete a background investigation. Complete a declaration for federal employment to determine your suitability for federal employment at the time requested by the agency. Have your salary sent to a financial institution of your choice by direct deposit/electronic funds transfer. If you are a male applicant born after December 31, 1959, certify that you have registered with the Selective Service System or are exempt from having to do so. Go through a personal identity verification (PIV) process that requires 2 forms of identification from the Form I-9. Federal law requires verification of the identity and employment eligibility of all new hires in the U.S. Obtain and use a government-issued charge card for business-related travel. Shift work. This facility operates on a 24-hour per day, 3-shift basis, 5 days a week. Work schedules may vary and assignment to a specific shift cannot be guaranteed. The successful applicant must be available to work on all 3 shifts on a rotational basis. All applicants tentatively selected for this testing-designated position will be required to submit to urinalysis to screen for illegal drug use prior to appointment and random drug testing while the position is occupied. Carry and use a firearm. Maintaining firearm proficiency is also mandatory. You must possess a valid state motor vehicle operator's license upon appointment or within 90 days of appointment. Tattoos/branding/intentional scarring. Full sleeve tattoos are permissible as long as they are not deemed offensive, racist or sexist. Visible tattoos, branding or intentional scarring, or body art on the head, face, neck or scalp are prohibited. Any visible tattoos that are offensive, extremist, indecent, racist or sexist are prohibited. Visible body piercings while on duty and or in uniform, with the exception of agency-approved earrings, are prohibited. Successful candidates must complete or have previously completed training at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, FLEC, in Glencoe, GA. If the U.S. Mint police officer position sounds like the career opportunity for you, you can apply at usajob.gov and search for U.S. Mint police officer. You can find additional information about this position and the United States Mint Police Department at usmint.gov. Good luck to all interested parties. We will be uploading new career opportunities weekly. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we'll find the perfect opportunity to meet your needs.